Adam Lyth became the first man in the LV County Championship First Division to score 1,000 runs this season as he secured his 400 of the campaign before Middlesex fought back late in the day with the ball on the opening day of the crucial match at Scarborough. Chris Rogers decided to field after winning the toss, but his bowlers weren't the first this season to find Lyth and Alex Lees a difficult opening pair to separate. It was a humid day with storms forecast and conditions appeared to be good ones to bowl in first, even though the way Lyth and Lees batted to start with rather ruined that argument. They did have some moments of fortune though, as they saw out the first 20 overs, in which they put on 49 runs for the first wicket in what is a huge game for both teams, as they tried to close in on the leaders before the break in the LV County Championship for the new 50-over competition which starts next weekend. Toby Roland-Jones got the breakthrough by having Lees caught behind for 28, 80 minutes into the day. In spite of that loss, Yorkshire would have been pleased with their start. The rate of the scoring picked up a little once Kane Williamson came in as he returned to the Yorkshire side after his spell in the Caribbean with New Zealand. He and Lyth took the total to 92 in what were not easy conditions to score runs in. Stephen Finn proved that by getting one through Williamson's immaculate-looking defensive shot to bowl him for 14 to balance this game up once more, a game that Middlesex in particular need to win to keep their title dreams alive. A draw for Yorkshire will keep them right amongst the front runners, and Lyth was helping them out by securing his 50 off 106 balls, getting to his mark with 2 fours off 3 deliveries from Tim Murtagh. It had been a classy knock in tough conditions from the talented left-hander, who's having a fine season with the bat. The promised storms arrived and the players spent some while sheltering in the pavilion, but on their return to the middle, Lyth and Andrew Gale began to develop an important partnership for the third wicket. Gale has great memories of this ground after making his career best score against Nottinghamshire by the seaside in Scarborough last year. He and the excellent Lyth just started to put their side back on top as once again Yorkshire looked to score big with the bat. Aside from Durham last year, the winners of the LV County Championship in the last few seasons have done it by making the most of their opportunities with the bat, allowing their bowlers to excel later. These two had added 85 runs for the third wicket when Gale on 30 cut Finn to Rogers at point with a total on 177 for 3. Lyth was on 98 at the time and a 14th 4, this one off the edge, took him to his 100 off 182 deliveries. And when he reached 113, he became the first man in the top flight to amass 1,000 championship runs this summer, coming behind Hampshire's James Vince and Worcestershire's Daryl Mitchell. The total moved on to 204 when Yorkshire lost their 4th wicket. Tom Helm, who spent time on loan at Glamorgan this summer, bowling Johnny Bairstow, who was on his way for 5. Jack Leaning also had his stumps disturbed by Roland-Jones to go for 2, before Lyth's fine knock came to an end on 117 as he nicked off to Helm to Darby Milan in the slips. 3 wickets had fallen for just 7 runs right at the end of the day to balance this game up. Yorkshire ended it on 211 for 6, having been on 177 for 2 at one stage, and that means there's little to choose from between these two teams, which makes the second day of this contest even more important.